always takes a second to get all the the audio stuff working. Testing, testing. Can everybody hear me okay? Hold on, let me turn the mic up a little bit. I had to turn down because the AC was going ham like a second ago. Is that better? Let me turn the music down. Okay, that's as good as it's gonna get. At least we don't have the weird, like, one-sided thing this time. Okay, looks like the levels sound pretty good, so we'll go with that. Let me enable the other stuff. Let me turn this off, turn this on. Okay, cool. Alright, so we are officially live. As you can probably tell if you were here for the last live stream, I have an FAQ on the screen right now because I kept getting a lot of the same questions. I'm not sure why. I have a widget for the stream chat to show up in the corner thing, but it just straight up doesn't work for some reason. So luckily the stream chat shows up on the side, I guess. Unless you guys are on mobile. I'm not sure what exactly shows up on mobile. But yeah, if you weren't at the last one, basically, we just kind of talk about things. The reason I have an FAQ up there on the side is because I got like a ton of the same question over and over and over and over again. And I know that I do know, watching the feedback or watching the stream over on mobile, that you can't really see the chat on mobile. So for people watching it on mobile, since the stream chat didn't work like on the screen, I was reading the questions out loud and responding to them. So I'll probably do the same thing tonight. Also, it takes me a little while to catch up because the questions come very fast and I'm a slow person. So just drop your question in the chat at any given point and I will respond to it when I get around to it. So the FAQ on the front page of the questions that I continually got over and over and over and over again last time. So hopefully that answers them, and I mean, I'll expound upon them. They're not super exciting questions, but I will expand upon them if people want more clarification. But yeah, anyway. So, how is everybody doing tonight? I'm gonna start trying to catch up on the chat because it's already going pretty crazy. Hold on. Let me scroll all the way up to the top when I first started talking. In the meantime, feel free to continue to say things. Oh, geez, I forgot my Pokemon Go tracker was still on and was still going, and started vibrating, and I was like, what is happening in my pocket right now? Hold on just a second, let me turn this off. Oh, I caught something. I don't know what it was, but I caught it. Oh, it's Jigglypuff. I caught Jigglypuff just now. That's exciting. Okay, now that's off. Okay. There's a lot of Nani in the chat right now. Hype train. Hold on. I'm still scrolling through things. There's so many things to scroll through. A lot of emojis. I just got to the part where it's like, this really butters my parsnips. And it's funny because my grandma actually used to eat butter and parsnip and radish sandwiches, and that's pretty metal. That's metal in my opinion. Oh no, someone posted something and it took me all the way back down to the bottom. Okay, there we go. I think I'm like I think I'm as caught up as I'm gonna get. Okay, Sam, Dean, Cass, or Jack, you're gonna hate me. I don't watch that show. Like at all. I've tried. Junior's tried to get me to watch it. And I watched like the first season. It's just, I don't know. I'm not a big TV person. Like when it comes to like TV, there's very few series that I really like enjoy watching. Make a Roblox ASMR. You'd be really, really surprised how frequently I actually get that request from people asking me to make a Roblox roleplay. I don't even know what Roblox is. It's like Legos, isn't it? Like, it's like Bionicle? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Junior's laughing at me in the background. I don't know what Roblox is.
It's a way of life.
Isn't Roblox like Legos? By the way, Junior's in the background if you weren't here for the last thing. Our studio is... both of our stuff's in here, so he's editing. Isn't Roblox like Legos? See, you don't know either. You don't know what's going on. Good luck on your essay, person who said they were working on an essay.
It's a game.
Roblox is a game?
Yeah.
Is it like Legos?
No, it's like Minecraft.
Oh.
Better.
Oh, it's like Minecraft but better?
Yeah.
Hold on, that's too far away.
Like,
Is that Wreck-It Ralph?
yeah. They're like rocking people.
Okay. Okay, I see now. Yeah, I have no freaking idea how I would make a video about that. Is mayonnaise an instrument? And to me it is, Patrick. To me it is. What's my favorite video that I've ever made? Oh, geez. I have like 700 and something videos on my channel. That's a good question. I actually, when I got the chance to do live action videos, like back in the day when I did like creepypasta stuff, I did like a really crappy, low quality, live action Jane the Killer video where I had like Junior go videotape me walking through like downtown. It's called like Jane's Lullaby or something like that, but it turned out really good, even though it was super low quality and shot on like a cell phone camera. But it ended up being really good. It's one of my most popular videos, actually, and I'm pretty proud of it. As far as like my more recent videos, did you just sneeze on my live stream on my Christian Minecraft server? Get out.
Bye.
Anyway, as far as like my favorite like recent video, I don't know, the one I just did, the Yandere one that I just did ended up being pretty good. A lot of the ones for the vampire series last season, I was really proud of. Her stuff came together really well. When I can find like sound effects that really go well with a story and like really build a good atmosphere, those tend to be favorites of mine. And scrolling. Dallas Cowboys roleplay? I would if I knew anything about sport ball. When is Olivia making her next debut? Actually, she is, I'm trying to think, she's not next on the list, but I think she's the one after the next one on the list. I have, like, a schedule. I have a huge Google Docs. It's private, don't try to look it up, but anyway. I have, like, a Google Docs with my schedule on it, so I know when I'm putting out what and when I need to have scripts done by. I think she's the next, not like the one coming out tomorrow, but the one after that. Oh no, it just, I hate that. It drops down to the very bottom and I lose everything. I have to scroll all the way back up. Pretty sure it's because Junior posted in the chat. When I think when one of my mods posts, I think it like zooms me to the bottom. Yes, I'm a huge Fire Emblem fan. I get a lot of requests for Fim Robin actually. But if I do more Fire Emblem, it's gonna be like my favorite characters, like Pan or maybe Noe, or Tiki. I don't know, or Anna. Sorry, I've got a bit of a stuffy nose right now. The most info I can give you on a possible Minotaur waifu is that there may be one in season 2. The point or purpose of this live stream is literally just this. Just to have a Q&A, basically. Slash just hanging out and telling stories, making jokes and stuff. In South Africa. Yeah, it's only like 7 o'clock here, 7 p.m. And good luck, Jack, on your singing performance. I can't sing. I can't sing at all, like, period. That's, the good Lord did not give me the ability to sing. I'm really surprised when people tell me that's the first time they've ever seen my face. Like, whenever I do, like, a live video or something, people are always like, oh, I've never seen you before. I'm like, I do live videos on my channel. Like, there's, like, tons of vlogs on my channel. And I post, like, selfies on all of my social media, like, constantly. People are always surprised that I look like my avatar. And I'm like, yup, it's because I'm lazy. Do I love Lord of the Rings? I don't hate Lord of the Rings. I don't, like, dislike Lord of the Rings. It's not one of my, like, favorites of all time. No, I definitely have other series in that genre that I like more. But I don't hate it, no. I have no desire to, like, sit down and have, like, a 32-hour Lord of the Rings marathon or anything like that.
I want to break out.
Good. What do your elf eyes see? Vince Carter or Tim Duncan? I have no idea who either of those people are. I'm assuming they're sports ball people. those names sound like sports ball people, so I'm gonna assume that they play some kind of a sport ball. Do I know someone called Rob and Me? I don't. Not unless they play sports ball. Scrolling. The less she knows about Roblox, the better. Thanks. Dallas Cowboys cheerleader roleplay. Now that's actually kind of weird. That's actually a little bit weird. Because those are like real people. It's like me pretending to be a real person. Like, that's not really my... It's not really my bag. Am I into ecchi or harem anime? Is that like an either or question? Because I like both of those things. I'm not a huge... I guess I'm more into ecchi than I am into harem. Harem always seemed really stupid to me. I guess because of the kind of person I am. Like, if I found out the dude that I liked had like 8 other equally attractive women all vying for his attention, and he was not like proactively being like, no, I'm only interested in one of you, I would be like, okay, never mind then. Like, it's not worth that much. It's not worth that much trouble. Like, I'll just go find somebody else, I guess. So that's why that never really appealed to me. I never really liked the idea of competing with other people. Even reverse harem, where it's like a bunch of dudes and like a female protagonist, I'm like, that would be so annoying. To have like 7 dudes that are equally as qualified and attractive being like, my lady. Like, that would be so annoying. I'd be like, no, leave me alone. I like girls now. Like, leave me alone. It's too much emotional effort. Roblox is an awful version of Minecraft. I like how this chat went from people asking me to do a Roblox RP to like people just completely crapping on Roblox. Do I have relationship advice for like what though? Like, I guess the best blanket advice I can give is like, don't stab your significant other, because it's illegal in most places.
I just found out that some lady stabbed her boyfriend with a samurai sword because he wouldn't get off PUBG.
Oh, that's me, except for the opposite. Except for you would stab me because I was playing PUBG on my phone. I found out I am crap. Like, I am garbage at playing PUBG on a console or PC. But I found out it had a mobile app, and I've been playing it on mobile. And the very first time I played it, I got first place. I got a chicken dinner. Like, I'm really good on the mobile version for some reason. I think it's because I have like a brand new phone with like a huge screen, and so that helps a lot. But yeah, I've been playing PUBG on my phone, and now I feel like a dude bro, because that feels like a very dude bro game. What's my favorite animal? Cats, like, hands down, like, no question. As far as like non-domesticated animal, I like red pandas. I like stoats, which is also known as a mink. Apparently they're super mean though, so I can't ever have one. Or raccoons. Those are all kind of like, I don't know what family any of those animals are in, but they're all kind of like vaguely like similar, especially raccoons and red pandas. Like, they're basically like the same animal, just different colors. Even stoats. Stoats are kind of like both of those things too. But yeah, I love all those. And then of course like cats, every form of cat, big cat, little cat, like cats, period. Even the hairless cats. Like, I love cats. Hello, is this the crusty carb? That's what it says. It's not even with K's either. It's just with C's. Crusty carb. Hello, I'm Crusty. Crusty carb is my new like rap name. Will Senpai notice me? Hello. Hinlo. It's Senpai. I've noticed you. Oh, thank you for breaking down Roblox, like explaining Roblox in like a definition for me.
Got you, fam.
Yeah, like someone's like, oh, it's my time to shine. Oh, there's a lot of memes from it. That's weird because I'm like the meme master. I'm like the meme queen, and I've never seen a single Roblox meme. Will I join your Jewish Roblox server? Sorry, I can only be a part of my Christian Minecraft server. It's really all I can do at this point. Okay, hold on for a sec. I cannot talk. I talk for a living, and here we are. Dragon's Crown, Sorceress, and Amazon would be good for a waifu roleplay in the future. Yeah. The first one's very specific. Maybe, like, I don't know, maybe another dragon one might do that. As far as an Amazon, kinda. There's something kind of like that on the roster for season 2 of the Quest series. But like, that first one's very, very specific. Oh no, it did the thing again. It went to the very bottom. Hold on, let me scroll all the way up again. Hold on. Ugh. Oh wow, now there's even more to scroll through. YouTube, stop doing this thing. Stop it. Stop it. There we go, okay. Live stream myself playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Fun fact, like forever ago, I streamed playing Yu-Gi-Oh! On my like PS4. And I got my ass kicked by the bug guy. Weevil, what's his name? Because he did exactly what he does in the series. To me. But I don't have any of the cards I need to counter that. So I got my ass kicked by Weevil. I think that's...
Goodbye to Exodia!
Yeah, please don't do that. I didn't even have Exodia in my deck.
That's why you lost.
That's why I didn't have anything that could counter it. Female Corin roleplay. I don't know. I don't know. If I do more Fire Emblem, it probably won't be the main characters. Like, it won't be like the player characters. Favorite sports ball team? Literally the closest thing to a favorite sports team that I have is the Spurs from San Antonio, and that was literally because it was like Stockholm Syndrome. When I lived in San Antonio, that's the only sports team that they have, so like everything in like San Antonio is just completely saturated with Spurs stuff. And when I would hang out with like work people, they would always want to watch Spurs games. So like I had to start, it became literally like Stockholm Syndrome. Like I had to start like cheering for the Spurs because there was nothing else I could do. Dead by Daylight roleplay of Huntress comforting the Wraith through his crippling depression. That sounds horrible and sad. Because the Huntress is my favorite killer, like character-wise, and the Wraith is my precious son. So that just sounds sad, like it would make me sad. I have 69k subscribers. Nice. The best sports ball team is the Eagles. The funny part about that is, like, Eagles sounds so, like, generic that it may or may not be a real team. I'm pretty sure it is, but, like, since you didn't even specify, like, a sport, it could just be, like, a random sports team.
Just pick a city and a bird.
Yeah, just pick a city and an animal, and it's probably, like, a real team. Do I play Fire Emblem Heroes? I did for a while, but I don't know. It just didn't feel the same. I think it's because my weeb ass is, like, super into the dynamic of, like, marrying them to each other and forcing them to have superpowered children, and then using the superpowered children to, like, dominate. And Heroes is more of, like, a gacha type game where, like, it's RNG as to what characters you're gonna get. And I like that. James Harden or Steph Curry. Now, I do know that those are sports people. And I still have... Yeah, I know those people are sports people, and I still have no opinion on them. I know, I know who they are. I still have no opinion on them, though. Like, I know what a lot of things are, and I don't have opinions on them. I know a lot of stuff, and I still don't care.
I have knowledge.
I have knowledge of the things, I just don't care about the things. Ike is the best Fire Emblem character? Debatable. Ew. Ew. Ew.
Mars.
Okay, Grandpa.
Mars the team.
Did I see Ready Player One? I did. I did see Ready Player One. I also read the book several times. They're two very different things. So if you ever read the book, you'll love the movie. If you read the book, just go into it not thinking that it's a Ready Player One movie, and you'll have a great time. What is my favorite anime? Like, that's... I should have put that in the Q&A, or the FAQ. It varies, like, every week. Like, it's different every week. For the last couple of years, it's been Re:Zero. I'd say, like, the last 2 years, 3 years, it's been Re:Zero. My Hero Academia is way up there. Gurren Lagann is way up there. For the longest time, when I was super, like, young and edgy, Elfen Lied was my favorite. But it really does, it varies. Like, I come across new ones that I like all the time. Could I cosplay as Kuriko? I actually probably couldn't, because I'm not that tan. I'm not that muscular. Really, just not that tan is, like, the main problem. Plus, I don't have the features that I would imagine that she has. And when I cosplay characters, I like to cosplay characters that I think I have the features of. Like a mustache or a full beard. Cory in the House is best anime? That's not even a question, but I agree.
You're stating facts.
Yeah, you're just stating facts. I do disagree that you spelled Cory with a K, though, because I'm pretty sure that's not how it's spelled. Hey, I heard you like Bad Boys. My bedtime is 7 o'clock, but I went to bed at 7:06. Wow. On my Christian Minecraft server? How dare you? Jeez. I like shorts. They're cool and comfortable to wear. That you're not wrong. Actually, in all fairness, I hate shorts. I don't hate other people wearing them, but I hate wearing them. I don't know. They just don't. I don't feel like my legs are protected. I feel like if something were to attack my legs, that I would be vulnerable. I don't like it. Yoko's best waifu? Yeah, out of that series, she's one of the best. But I haven't. I made Junior watch Gurren Lagann almost to completion, but he still hasn't seen how it ends, so nobody can talk about the actual best waifu. Who's my favorite what's my favorite Pokemon? Raichu. Like, no question. Like, hands down. Raichu in all of its forms. I'll even take an Alolan Raichu. I don't like them as much, but I will take an Alolan Raichu. I'll even take one of those ugly sunburnt shiny Raichus. I will forever be bitter that a shiny Raichu is just like a slightly redder Raichu. Like a slightly more red-orange Raichu. Same with Pikachu. Like, it's just like a sunburnt Pikachu. Like, it's shiny. It could potentially have been like a blue Raichu. Like, how cool would that have been? Like, I'm so mad. I'm still so mad. Everyone who says they can't sing are usually the best singers. No, I'm telling you, objectively, that I cannot sing. I haven't had any training. I might be able to, like, once I, like, if I took, like, classes and learned, like, literally anything about singing. But I literally, no, it's bad. It's bad. The guy with me is your boy, Lord of the Rings lover. Yep, that's his new username. Forget Creepypasta Jr. His new name is Lord of the Rings lover 6969.
Isengard.
Ooh.
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 Hobbits. Ooh.
Ooh, Hobbits. Ooh, Sauron, what's this?
A ring from me.
Picks up the ring. Ooh, what's this? Notices your ring.
Teleports behind you.
Nothing personnel, Isengard. Sorry, that got out of control. What's scarier, werewolves or vampires? I'm sorry, that just was regular wolves. I'm totally jacking this whole question up. Who's scarier, wolves or vampires? Like, if we're talking about regular-ass wolves are scarier. Because once you take the person part out of them, they're just wild animals. Which means they're a lot harder to predict and probably a lot harder to overcome. Vampires, just take them outside. Just take them outside in the sun. Shine a mag light in their face. Like, it'll be fine. Are you mad that you didn't get casted as Elastigirl in The Incredibles 2? No, because I don't think that I sound like a middle-aged woman. Do I know the band Slipknot? I am aware of the existence of the band Slipknot, yes. Nope, it did the thing again. I'm down at the bottom. Hold on. I like how I was like, hey, I know nothing about sports, and suddenly my chat just turned into a bunch of people talking about sports. Halo, Spartan, motherly figure, roleplay. Maybe. I don't know. Hey, are there female Okay, thanks for answering that question before I even asked it.
I read the books.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, guys, did you hear that? He read the books.
Fuck yeah.
Can you stop swearing on my Christian Minecraft server,
You
please?
attacked me. Alright.
I work very hard. I swear like a sailor outside of this, but YouTube doesn't like naughty no swear words, so I try really hard not to swear on my live stream.
Gosh darn it.
And then every time I interact with you, you're like, friggity frack. Like super loud.
Sorry.
You're not.
I know.
You're not sorry.
I'm not sorry.
At all.
Okay.
Cherub anime, is that like... Anyway, back to answer the question about the Halo motherly figure. I didn't know if there were female Spartans.
There's a couple left.
There's a couple left.
Yeah. There's only like 6 left.
I really just needed to know if there were female ones in general, because I could just make up my own. I don't need to know about like existing Halo Spartans.
You could be Linda or Kelly.
Both of those names sound terrible.
Kelly's awesome.
You're telling me it's a sci-fi series and they have names like Linda?
Well, they have a first name and then a serial number. Like Master Chief is John 117.
So they're like...
And Kelly is like 08 something.
They're like Discord names.
Yeah. They're like Discord users.
They're like Discord usernames. You learn something new every day. Alright, Cherub anime. That's my favorite genre of anime, is where one guy has to choose between like a bunch of chairs. Is the bad end for the alien waifu going to be aliens taking over the Earth? Well, I can't tell you anything about the endings to any of the waifus because I don't know. Because we're only 1 episode into, like, most of them. But that's not where I had planned on that series ending anyway. So I think you're pretty safe as far as that not being the ending. Ow. Sorry, I'm bad at existing as a human being. Team Daiguren. Do the impossible with the incredible. Rah rah. Fight the power. Few do's and don'ts for dating. Should I eat a whole steak or a small salad? Is it okay to pig out or stick to ordering appetizers? Okay, I am trying to like not turn this into me just ranting about what you should or shouldn't do for the next like hour and a half. Hold on, I gotta get a drink. I'm flustered. My overall, like, I'm sorry, I'm sure the audio just cut out for some weird reason. My overall dating advice, just in general, as a whole, I never, like, quote-unquote dated. I've been on, like, 2 dates in my entire life. One of them involved a dude straight up walking me out into the ocean after me saying I didn't want to go in the ocean, dropping me in the ocean, and then leaving me in the ocean. The other one ended with the dude wanting to spar me in the parking lot of a movie theater because he found out I was a black belt. So I'm not really, like, the best person to talk about, like, going on dates types of dating. As far as, like, but I imagine, so, my thing would be, just my theory in general as a human being when it comes to meeting new people, especially people I want to be friends with or have, like, a personal connection with, is don't do anything that is vastly different from what you would do normally. Don't act like a different person. So, like, say you were just out with someone that you know really well. If you would normally order a whole steak and eat it with your hands, do that. Because that person's first impression of you should not be drastically different from what you actually do in real life. I'm pretty sure that the first, like, time that Junior and I met in real life, we went to Denny's. And I ordered, like, he gave me the thumbs up, like, oh, you're good to go, champ. Yup, that's right, I looked it up. No, like, we went to Denny's and it was like 4 a.m. or 2 a.m. because he drove like 12 hours to come see me. And I ate like a whole bunch of cheese sticks and he ate chicken strips, which is like 99% of his normal daily intake anyway. And I ate food with my hands, like there was no like pretending to eat salad or anything like that. And then we went to my best friend's house and drank a lot, and I spat whiskey all over my best friend by a bonfire. And that was the romantic tale of Junior and I's first meeting in real life. But the moral of that story is that there was no secrets. It was all out there in the open. This is what you get. What you see is what you get.
You should order what you're hungry for.
Yeah, you should order what you're hungry for. Can you stop swearing on my Christian Minecraft server?
I said you should order what what you're hungry for. How about that?
I thought you said the frickety fact word again.
No, I just said how about that? Catch me outside.
How about that?
How about that?
This isn't even your live stream.
Sorry, I'm working.
Okay, now I have to catch back up with all the chat now that I went on that tirade. Renata is best waifu. True. A reverse harem is just called a gangbang. You're not wrong. Yuri is best waifu. Yuri is best genre of anime. That's one of the things. I've never seen High School DxD, surprisingly. Do more vampires ASMR? Well, we've only had one episode, so there will be more, because there was an intro, so that means there has to be more episodes. Sorry, like I said, I got a stuffy nose. Autism Awareness Month. Do I respect that? Do I respect that there is one? Do I respect autism? Do I respect people with autism? It's a weird question. It's a hard question to answer. I mean, I'm glad that there's an awareness month. One thing that always kind of bothered me, though, not in like reference to autism specifically, were quote-unquote like awareness months for things that are very widely known about, because awareness implies that most people don't know they exist. But like breast cancer awareness and like autism awareness, like pretty much every single person on the face of the planet knows that both of those things exist. So like, it would make more sense to me for it to be like less awareness and more like, hey, here are the things that you can do to help people that have these. Like, awareness seems like a weird thing to call it. So I mean, like, I respect the idea behind it, but like the thing with like, remember when everyone was doing like that, the ice bucket challenge for like ALS awareness? Like, most people didn't know what ALS was. So like, that kind of made sense. But, I don't know, like, the other things don't make a whole lot of sense to me. Don't stab your significant other? Yeah, alright. I mean, I didn't say that you had to do what I said. I mean, if you want to stab your significant other, I mean, I'm not condoning it, but I'm not saying you shouldn't. I mean, I am saying you shouldn't, but I'm not saying, like, I'm gonna personally find you and beat you up if you do. Advice for getting more subscribers on YouTube? There is none. There's no advice that I can give you that will give you more subscribers on YouTube, and I will tell you. Oh yay, someone did the thing and it did the super weeby gif. Yeah, no, like I say in like every panel that I ever do at conventions, nothing I say will guarantee you more subscribers. My advice in general, as a whole, for having a YouTube channel, just period, is only make videos on YouTube if you are completely okay with no one seeing them, and also make them because you enjoy making them. Because there is literally nothing that anyone can tell you or that you can do that will guarantee you subscribers. So if your goal is to make content so that people watch it, you're gonna end up really disappointed, probably. Because that's just something that comes naturally when you make content that you're really proud of, is that people do tend to gravitate towards it, and you will get some viewership. But the reality of it is, never start making, whether it's music or whatever it is, don't make it with the intention of, I want to do this to get people to watch it and follow me. Do it because you love it first, and then people watching you or subscribing to you will just be like a bonus, so to speak. Here's a little. Oh, it did the thing again. I'm glad people are doing that, because I worked really hard to find those GIFs and to set that up. And to set up those noises. I'm glad it's working this time. I figured out what I did wrong last time, why it wasn't making the thing. I was really sad because someone pledged to my Patreon last time, and I have a really funny soundbite for that, but I had the soundbites turned off. So nobody could hear the really funny things. It was pointless that someone pledged to my Patreon, because nobody could hear the funny sound clip that I had associated with it. I'm so sad. Why are people asking me these questions? Favorite lacrosse team at either the high school, college, or pro level? I'm just gonna do what we said earlier, where I can just say a city and an animal, and it's probably a real thing. I'm gonna say the Cincinnati Possums. is my favorite college-level lacrosse team. Is it you, or do you hear a male voice? Yes, there is a male voice in the room with me. At least I hope it's a male voice. If it wasn't a male voice, that would mean that it was my cat. And my cat's got a really deep voice, if that's a male, if that's my cat's voice. Don't look at me like that. Yeah, no, that's just Junior. Wow. Wow. Oh, I should have made that the noise. I should have made Owen Wilson wow be my following noise. But then like I'd have to deal with that. Wow. Wow. Okay, maybe for the next stream I'll set that as my sound clip for when people follow, just Owen Wilson going wow. Tell me why you decided to choose this as your username. I think you're talking to everybody else in the group, but I'm gonna answer it. Once upon a time, my username was just regular. It was when I was like 13. It was XX Shadow X Lovely XX, and both Shadow and Lovely are both. Thanks for turning that light on in my face. Are both songs by a band. Separately, Shadows and then Lovely are both songs by a band that I really liked. And then the X's were because I was an edgy teenager. And then when I shut down my XX Shadow X Lovely XX YouTube when I was like 16 and I went to go remake a new one, I tried to just remake it as Shadow Lovely, but someone had already taken that, and then when you do that, when you try to make something and then YouTube's like, someone already has that, it used to, I don't know if it still does, but it will give you like suggestions. Sorry, I had the hiccups. It'll give you like suggestions, like, why don't you try Shadow Lovely 6969 or something like that. And nice. 420 Shadow Lovely 420 6969. And then anyway, and then you can pick from like the list. And the very first option was Miss Shadow Lovely, and I was like, sure. And then that's just kind of been the thing. So that's where my name came from. As long as I don't stab my partner, can I still stab other people? Listen, I'm not gonna tell you how to live your life. Like, you do you. You do whatever makes you feel good. Chicken parm, you taste so good. I miss those commercials. I miss those commercials. Would I ever consider becoming a Futanari girl? That would require surgery. So no. Cats are the best, 10 out of 10. True. True facts. Raccoons can be mean or cute. It depends. I'm gonna be realistic and say they're most likely probably not a cuddly type of animal. However, the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life, like way back when I lived in San Antonio, me and my coworkers would play Pokemon Go after we got off work. And there was one park in particular that would close off at night, but people who played Pokemon Go, they allowed people to like idle their, not idle, but like really slowly drive their cars around it in like a train, and people like could drive their friends around and their friends could all be in the car like getting all the Pokestops in the park. And there's one part of that park that was like woods on both sides, but there would frequently be, it was called a cat sanctuary, and there'd be tons of stray cats, but there would also be tons of raccoons. And one night we were doing that, and I was driving a few of my coworkers around, and they also were in a car behind us, and I was the leader of the train of cars, and my friend, or my coworker's wife, was in the passenger seat, and she was holding both of our phones, playing Pokemon Go. And so she was looking down, she wasn't paying attention. And then all of a sudden I slammed on the brakes, and she's like, what's wrong? And in front of us there was a whole family of raccoons crossing the road. And they just stopped in the road when they saw my car, and they didn't move. They just were all like looking at my car, and they weren't moving. And it was the cutest thing I've ever seen. But we sat there for like 5 minutes and they wouldn't move. So I honked my horn, and they all jumped. And it was the cutest thing I've ever seen in my entire life, and there has yet to be a moment in my life that I've ever seen anything more cute than, like, 12 really startled fat raccoons, like, slightly jumping in exclamation, and then skittering away. Like, I've yet to witness something in real life that was nearly that cute. Although yesterday, when I was out running, I did see a huge family of baby ducks, like a mom duck and then, like, 40 baby ducks, and that was pretty cute. but not nearly as cute as the family of raccoons. Scrolling down. I can get a tamed mink. Yeah, but I hear they're just like really hard pets to like take care of. Same with like ferrets. Like I love ferrets, but they're smelly, and they're like, I knew a guy who I used to hang out with who had a ferret, and that ferret got into like literally everything. Like that ferret was a huge troublemaker, and my cat's already a huge pain in the ass. So I don't think I can handle a ferret on top of that, or a mink. Although I love them. I love them. They're so silly, but I love them. Your cat is named Jeffrey, and that's adorable. Yandere Nurse Win? Maybe. Let me smash Backy. Can I steam a ham? I can't. Oof is a Roblox meme? Oh, I didn't know that. That's funny. I see people saying oof all the time. I figured it was a Reddit thing. Oh no, it jumped to the bottom again. Hold on, let me scroll all the way back up. All the way back up. Because it really took me to the bottom this time. I heard you like Bad Boys. Don't mean to brag, but I killed a family of 6 with a hammer. Oh, I love that movie. You would still be vulnerable if you wore pants. Your argument is invalid. I didn't say I wouldn't be vulnerable. I said my legs would be vulnerable. Like, if my cat just decided to scratch, like, the loving Christ out of my legs, I would have a much better... I mean, she can't because she only has one arm. But if she decided to do that, or just a random cat on the street, or say, like, I decided to follow my impulses and tried to pick up a raccoon, like, having pants means that they would have to get through a layer of, like, denim to, like, scratch my legs or bite my legs, whereas having shorts on means they would have direct access to my skin. And rabies shots, from what I hear, is like 6 shots in your stomach, and I'm not a huge fan of that. So, for that reason, I pick pants. For that reason specifically, because rabies shots go in your stomach, that's why I choose pants over shorts. Stop it. Get some help. Do I watch live-action Japanese movies? I saw the live-action, Attack on Titan in theaters, if that counts. Have I played Detective Pikachu? I've not played that yet. I'm really excited about it, though, because a lot of people I know were in that game, and they were super excited to be in it. But for that reason, it's also weird for me to play it. It's weird for me to play games that I know people who are in them, because the whole time I'm playing that, I'm like, oh, that's so-and-so. Like, oh, that's so weird. I don't know, it's weird. It's like watching, it's like when my mom watches my videos. It's like, oh, please don't do that. Like, I'm not ashamed of it, just please don't. It makes me feel weird. Like, I feel like that's how it is when I play games that my friends are in, games or watch, like, animes that my friends are in. I gotta scroll, I gotta go all the way through. Hold on. Now it's just people talking to each other. I always thought you would marry a woman. Man, me too.
What?
What? Favorite superheroes? In general? Oh, there's a lot. I'm a huge fan of the X-Men series. Like, that's probably like my favorite, like, subgenre, if that's the right word for it. Sub-universe of superheroes. Rogue is a good example. Jubilee. I love Jubilee. There's so many. I like comic book Starfire, as well as, if we're talking about TV, I like the OG Teen Titans, Starfire and Raven. There's a bunch. I like them on both sides too, DC and Marvel. I'm not a fan of DC's male superheroes for the most part. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Like, I'm not a huge fan of, like, Superman and Batman. I'm not really. I prefer Batman over Superman, but I hate Superman. Like, my two least favorite superheroes are Tony Stark, Iron Man, and also Superman. I just don't like them as characters. They're very, no pun intended, they're very two-dimensional. And they lack depth for me as characters. I don't really care for them. I'm scrolling again. No cursing in my Christian chat. Thank you. Question for Creepypasta Jr. Which Halo book did you like the most?
I don't remember the titles. The Fall of Reach, I really liked the first one because it set up everything. First Strike was alright, and then...
I don't need a full audible review, I just
Okay,
need...
so the first one, The Fall of Reach.
Fall of Reach. He says Fall of Reach was his favorite. He's gonna, like, just hijack this and turn this into a Halo book podcast.
Yeah.
Like, I just need the name. Fall of Reach. I gotta keep scrolling. What do I think of South Park? I may get crucified for this. I hate South Park. It is not my... It's not my brand of humor. I like it all. I don't find it funny. I like other shows like it for some reason, but for some reason, like, South Park has never been my brand of humor. It's so weird because, like, it's very close to my brand of humor. Like, most people think I would like it. But something about the animation style I don't like, and then just, I don't know, like, the voices are too over the top, the humor just misses the mark for me, the timing's off, like, I don't know. It's like my brand of humor, but the timing is super, super weird, and the delivery is super weird, and I just don't like it. Is a sofa a chair? Yeah? I guess. I've never really thought about, I don't know what the definition of a chair is, but I assume that it meets the criteria. Fortnite or PUBG? Answer correctly. I can only say PUBG because I've actually never played Fortnite. Is Texas stupid? I've literally never lived anywhere else, so I have no point of reference as to if living anywhere else is stupid or not in comparison to Texas. Or vice versa. Junior is my boyfriend? Hey, Junior is my boyfriend? Is that...
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. Do you want to go back to my hotel room and drink tiny wines?
Okay.
I don't know. Can I add you on LinkedIn?
Yeah.
He hasn't added me on LinkedIn, so I guess we're not. I guess we're not dating. Shoot, you gotta make a LinkedIn. Okay. Then we can actually be dating, and the last 5 years will not have been a lie. What are my thoughts on Canada? I've never been there. Congratulations on winning gold in basketball. Is that a thing? Can you win a gold in basketball? Is it a medal system? Can you win a gold in basketball? He's shrugging. He's like, man, I don't know. I don't know what awards you can win in basketball. Is there an Olympics for basketball? I mean, I don't think he won the Olympics. He was saying he won gold in knockout basketball.
I mean, unless you're the MVP. Knockout basketball.
Like with your fists.
Like,
I'm assuming. I know nothing.
dodgeball.
I know nothing about sports. So knockout basketball sounds a whole lot like boxing,
Like,
with the addition of
basketball.
basketball.
And before the jump, you just deck the person right in the face.
You just punch him right in the mouth.
Lay him out.
Instead, when he goes to make the shot, just
I
punch
got
him right in the
goal.
face.
First one to get knocked out.
See, the only sport I ever did was I was a competitive martial artist. I did like national, almost to Olympic level taekwondo and tang soo do. So all of my competitions were knockout competitions. So all I can think of when I read knockout anything is that the goal is to make sure your opponent doesn't move anymore. Hecking frick. Natsuki best girl? Debatable. I really like that the person who asked, does anyone know of any Christian animes, is named I Love Sexy Feet. Please read this message. I did. I read it. I read the message. High school D&D is just a lot of boobs. Yeah, I know. Can I ooh-woo for you? I mean, I did, like, a lot earlier. Ooh-woo, what's this? Welcome to Isengard.
Ooh, hobbits, what's this?
Ooh, hobbits, what's this?
Ooh, Sauron.
Notices your ring. Ooh, what's this? Ooh, hobbits. Ooh, or Gollum. Ooh, hobbitses.
Ooh, my precious.
Notices you're precious. Ooh, what's this? Do I play Fate Grand Order? I'm more of a fan of the series, like the animated series for Fate. I never played the VNs or anything like that. I do actually have Fate, what is it called? I can't think. That one that, like, nobody likes for the PS4. Atella, I think? Or something like that. Fate Atrella or Atella. Nutella. Fate Nutella. The one with the hazelnut spread. No, it's like Fate Artella or something like that. And I only like it because it has Elizabeth Bathory in it. Astolfo as best waifu. I thought, that question says, does anyone like Nep-Neps? But I deadass thought it said, does anyone like Neopets? And I was like, it's my time to shine. Who wants to talk about Neopets? But it doesn't say Neopets, so I'm not going to put you through that. Reverse trap. Who is my senpai? Our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think we're all waiting for Jesus to notice him. Ooh, there's a lot of oohs in the there's a lot of oohs in the chat right now. What's my favorite dinosaur or prehistoric animal? I got asked this question in my last stream too. Plesiosaurus. I don't know if that's real, but it sounds real. Super heroine ASMR? Maybe. Maybe a Tiki ASMR. That's a good idea. I said that, yeah, earlier in the chat. That's a good idea. Oh, is it? It's a real thing? So the Loch Ness Monster is my favorite dinosaur, apparently. Oh, cool. It was real. It was a real thing. That's probably actually where I heard it. Probably was watching a documentary on the Loch Ness Monster. It's smiling. It is massive. I wouldn't want to meet one in real life. It's my cat. DDLC roleplays of Sayori and Renatsuki, since I've already done Monica and Yuri. I was planning, I actually had stuff, like, planned out to do Sayori and Natsuki, but then, like, my Yuri, who I expected to get, like, a lot of response, didn't get any response, so I had to, like, I had to put them to the back burner. My DDLC roleplays, I had to put to the back burner, because the YouTube algorithms weren't liking it. What could be cuter? A little tree dude with those raccoons. True. Oh no. Ah, it did the thing. It went to the bottom again. Hold on now. We gotta wait as I scroll all the way up to the top. Can I say little mouse? Little mouse. I did it. I did the thing. Would I consider doing a Yandere Simulator Let's Play? I do try to stay away from doing, things that are, strictly... How do I put this in a way that doesn't sound weird? Like, strictly YouTube-based media. Like, I don't like doing things that are things that people do specifically on a YouTube channel. So, like, that's why I don't do, like, reaction videos to, like, YouTube videos or anything like that, because I always thought it was kind of weird to just take someone else's YouTube content and then use it to make my own YouTube content of me, like, partaking in that YouTube content. It always seemed really weird to me. So I'm not sure. I would have to, like, talk to the people who do Yandere Simulator, and try to work something out before I would feel comfortable doing that. Why does my cat only have one arm? Because she's an idiot. I think he said ooh-woo. Ooh-woo, she's an idiot. No, It's because she's an idiot. Over the course of her life, I got her when I was like 9 years old, so she's kind of old. But when I, over the course of her life, she has jumped off the second-story roof 3 times, dislocated her hip 2 times, broke both of her front legs, and then the most recent injury, which is the one where she lost her arm and her tail, was because she fell asleep in the hood of my dad's truck, and then got her arm broken in like 6 places by the engine block, and got her tail chopped off by the engine block. And then she disappeared for 3 weeks, and we thought we'd never see her again, and she reappeared one night, and I took her straight to the emergency vet, and they were like, we gotta cut her arm off, and I'm like, okay, I guess we don't have another option. And she now does not have a tail or an arm, because she's dumb. She's a dumb cat. Do I have a Nintendo Switch? I do, I like never play it, ever. Does anybody watch Fairy Tail? I do. What's my favorite roleplay? Like, the one that I like, make? Currently, the Yandere, I guess. Miss Shadow Lovely, do you still think Creepypasta Jr. is a weenie? I've literally never stopped thinking that he's a weenie. Like, ever. It's never ceased. I don't like when you walk behind me like you're gonna square up when I say things at you. Yeah. Square up. Why he's doing the hand sign, like the finger across the neck, like the threat hand sign. We're gonna throw hands. Weenie Hut Juniors! That's you. You are Weenie Hut Juniors. Would I rather drive a lowrider or a supercar? A supercar, probably. Lowriders, I would be too afraid of, like, hitting a pothole and, like, destroying the framework of the car. Have I ever played Fallout? Actually, I haven't. Actually, now that I think about it, I've never played Fallout.
I haven't.
That's nice. I have no intention on playing it either.
You can be a girl.
That's not... There's a lot of games where I could be a girl and I still don't want to play them. The ability to play a female character is... We're not, like, 10 years old. Because I remember when I was 10 years old, that used to be, like, a determining factor. Like, is there a girl character I could play? I remember that always used to be, like, a problem when I was, like, a 10-year-old. And people would always want to play, like, video games. And they would always be, like, fighting games. And the girl characters always had really crappy powers or, like, really crappy abilities. But I would only ever want to play as a girl character so that I would get my ass kicked. But now, not so much. I don't care. Like, most games have an equal blend of female and male characters, and I don't care if I have to play as either of them. War never changes. Have I ever played Fallout New Vegas? I have not. Never played Fallout, period, apparently. Do I watch anything by Rooster Teeth? No, actually. Well, I mean, I'm not saying that, like, no, I never watch Rooster Teeth. Like, no, I don't, like, watch a whole lot of things, actually. I did recently watch their Jessica Negri documentary about the cosplay thing. And that was pretty cool. It's really cool to see how she makes costumes, or at least a little, like, insight into it. But other than that, I never watched, like, RWBY or anything like that. What is chocolate? Something that up until, like, 2 months ago I didn't enjoy. 02 rocks. You could do a great 02. I thought about it. I thought about doing a Darling in the Franxx. I want to watch at least some of the series first, so I can get, like, at least a small idea of the characters and their mannerisms. Do I hate Super Mario's hat? No. I don't think. What's my favorite ASMR artist other than myself? I listen to literally zero other ASMR artists. I don't watch any other ASMR artists. The closest thing to watching another ASMR artist that I've done is that my Instagram kept suggesting a bunch of sand cutting videos to me the other day. So I was watching a bunch of sand cutting videos on Instagram. That's the closest thing I've done to, like, watching another ASMR artist, like, ever. Omaiwamo Shinderu. Nani?
Oh my.
Oh my god, Becky, look at her butt.
Oh my. Ooh.
Oh my wamo ooh. No, it's not Fate Apocrypha. Fate Apocrypha is the Netflix series, which is actually pretty good. It's like Atella, I think. I think it's Fate, like Atella. Fate Stay Artella or Atella. Favorite subreddit? Oh geez, there's I browse a lot of really weird subreddits. I really like Our Expectation versus Reality. That's one of my favorites. I browse a lot of like really specialized Reddits for like specific things, like Dead by Daylight. But like as far as like general subreddits, I like R the Cat Dimension, and Our Expectation versus Reality. Pretty much anything where there's cat. There's one that's like cats in sinks, like our cats in sinks. I like cats in sinks. Anywhere where there's cat pictures, or funny pictures, or food pictures, or memes. Oh whoa, ooh ooh. Oh, see, this is what I get for not being all the way down at the bottom. The plesiosaur is real and still alive in the deepest oceans. I knew it. So in church, do you just say "Notice me, senpai" instead of "Amen"? Yeah, I do. I do it at family gatherings too when we're saying grace. Notice me, senpai. Chun-Li is best fighting waifu. True.
No.
No? No?
Blanca.
Okay.
Best fighting waifu.
Say Blanca?
Yeah.
You're weird. Hold on. I got knocked to the bottom again. I gotta go back up. My cat girl roleplaying is the best. You mean the literal 30-minute video of just a cat purring? Because I agree. Neko girls are dumb, don't at me. Same. Do I like jazz? Ooh. What's been your personal favorite video to record or make? Ooh. Next time the screen's just gonna be a big ooh. Just one giant ooh. Probably the most recent Yandere video. Who is Little Mouse derived from, or is he based on anyone, or did I make him up? Well, kind of like all of my videos, I kind of try to make the protagonist just the most generic, like, anime protagonist possible, so that he can be a self-insert for pretty much anyone who listens to them. Actually, it's not even a him, it's supposed to be gender neutral. The main character of, like, every one of my waifu series is gender neutral, and supposed to be so neutral as a character, that anyone can really self-insert themselves to them, no matter what their personality is, and whatnot. So there's not really anybody that I, like, base them off of. Probably, depending on the series, that one in particular, I guess Subaru from ReZero would be a good example. I imagine Subaru from ReZero in that situation. The cat is evil, it never dies. She's not evil, she's just dumb. What's my favorite hentai? Or what's your favorite hentai? Mine is Roblox 4. Same, I guess, man. Roblox 5, Chapter 6. Another Chun-Li is best fighting waifu. In Street Fighter, I always play as a guy named Guy. Have I ever played Halo? I have played Halo. I played Halo like a long time ago, but like I never got into like the lore or anything, which is why I didn't know there was a female Spartan. Would I rather become an evil snake queen and kill Agent Allen or help Agent Allen to save the world? I don't know what any of that means. Yeah, I assume if I do a Darling in the Franxx roleplay that I would probably do 02. Because from what I understand, the other girl that everybody likes, everybody now hates for some reason, which is why I would rather watch the series first. That way I know what to expect. Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Tekken for best fighting game. I really... BlazBlue is my answer. If you don't watch any other ASMR, how did you get into making videos for it? That seems weird. I mean, not really. Like, when I did creepypasta videos, I didn't watch anybody else's creepypasta videos. I just knew it was a thing people could do, and then I did it. It's kind of what happened with my ASMR stuff. It was just a thing that I knew that I could do, so I did it. What upcoming waifus are you thinking of making? I got a bunch that are already scripted up. I do try to drop little hints as to some that might be coming in the near future on the community tab, on my YouTube. So, some of the things I may have mentioned on there may mean that they may be coming up later. Yes, Extella, that sounds right. Fate Extella, that sounds right. Fate Nutella. Fate Nutella, the one with the hazelnut spread. Stop. Ah, did the thing again. Hold on, I gotta scroll all the way back up to the top. Bob Ross equals best ASMR? I mean, if that counts as ASMR, I guess Bob Ross would be my favorite ASMR artist. Have I watched the new My Little Pony? No. Ooh, Bob Ross, what's this? Little trees. Ooh, we got one happy little anime tree. Is it possible that in your horror channel you'll ever read from Edgar Allan Poe? Probably not. I did a bunch of stuff from can't think of the thing because I'm tired. I just woke up like an hour or two ago. Lovecraft. I did a bunch of Lovecraft. And that's man, that stuff is hard to read, like sit down and read out loud. And my Wicked Whispers ASMR series, which is like a true ASMR series where I was actually like whispering. I did Lovecraft. That's probably the closest I'll get. Favorite Disney princess? If we're counting Moana is one of my favorites. If not, oh, there's a lot. I liked Mulan a lot as a kid. Little Mermaid. But I think we can all agree that Shuri of Wakanda is the current best Disney princess. Would I vor a Neko girl? If she was made of fried rice. I love Amelia. What's my cat's name? Her name is Kevin. Have I watched Red vs. Blue? I've not, but I think Junior owns it on DVD. He left. He's not in the room anymore. Otherwise, I would ask him, but I'm pretty sure he owns that on DVD. Yeah, I know that in the vampire series that she says silly boy. I actually had to, like, go back on... I did a Discord Q&A, like, shortly after the vampire series thing premiered. And had to clarify that that was actually a mistake. Actually, fun fact, because they are supposed to be gender neutral, the protagonist of each one of my series is supposed to be gender neutral. I do kind of have a headcanon, I guess, for what I would think the protagonist would be, but I actually, in one of my series, I won't say which one, I'll let you guys speculate about which one, but my headcanon version of them is that one of the protagonists is a female. And then I'll let you guys kind of guess as to which protagonist for which series was meant to be a female. Oh, I did the thing again. I went down back to the bottom. There we go. What's my favorite RPG? Oh, geez, we could be here for hours. Mothra equals best waifu. Do a Bob Ross waifu. Alright. I will. Don't threaten me with a good time. Any advice for writing a script? It's different for everybody. As soon if possible, as soon as you're hit with inspiration, jot down at least the bullet points of your idea, and then if you don't have time to actually sit down and write it, come back to those bullet points at a later point. Never try to force it, because then you're gonna get crappier content. I did the thing. It keeps, I think the closer I get to the bottom, the harder it is to, like, actually stay up to date with the chat. There we go. What is the appeal of Nekos? I don't know. I imagine, actually, like, hypothetically, if catgirls were a real thing, I imagine that they would be very similar in personality to actual cats, which 9 out of 10 times is just a huge asshole. So, like, I know that if my cat was a person, she would be terrible. So I'm not actually sure what the appeal would be. How do I edit my videos? The audio I edit in Audacity. The video I do in Sony Vegas. How old is Little Mouse? Well, I mean, it's supposed to be self-insert, but I imagine that he and or she, depending, I know that most of my, based on my YouTube analytics, I know that most of my audience is between 16 and 24-year-old males. So I imagine that's what most people imagine that Little Mouse would be. And if Subaru is my headcanon, I think he's like 17 or 18. So a 17 or 18-year-old male, I guess. Any advice for someone with bad OCD? Fun fact, I actually have a very severe form of OCD. Really, the only thing that you can do is have people around you who understand and be very upfront with those people about your condition. And surround yourself with people who will try to make your life a little easier. Mikasa Attack on Titan ASMR. Maybe. I don't know, she's one of those characters that, like, she's a good character, but it would be hard for me to, like, write an out-of-character story for her. Which Overwatch character would I want to be? I'm basically, like, real-life Brigitte, sans the building armor, because she loves eating sweets and loves cats and has red hair. So I guess Brigitte. Oh, thank you. Actually, I'm looking at how long this has been running, and I probably should wrap it up. Does anybody have any last-minute questions before I head out for the night? I'll give you guys like 60 seconds to ask a question, and I'll do a lightning round while I drink my cherry limeade. Oh, whoa. Say oh, whoa. In video games, what is the name I choose? It's Incandia. Or the Circus Monster, it just depends. If I have to, like, name a character, it's Incandia. If I pick, like, a username, it's the Circus Monster and almost everything. Or some version of that. Do I like mice? No. How tall is Little Mouse? I don't know. It's just whoever's listening to it gets to pick how tall the protagonist is. I imagine he's, like, in the 5'8", 5'9" area. The true ends for Vampire Maid and... Or Vampire Maiden one. The true ends for both of those may not be not coming. You don't know. Oh god, now the questions are coming super fast. I should never have said lightning round. Will I make a Sassy Tsundere character? I had a whole season of Sassy Tsundere character, and then there's a new season of Sassy Tsundere character. What do I drink? Like alcohol-wise? Rum. Do my mom gay? Yes. Have I ever watched Terminator? Yes. Do I know Dwayne? Yes. Can I give you a shout out? Ah. Ooh. Am I a Game of Thrones fan? Yes. What weapons do I usually use for Skyrim? I go straight magic. Straight magical attacks. Do I waifu? Yes. Will I do an Urza ASMR? Maybe. Alright, 20 seconds. Owo was the shout out. Do you even Africa, bro? Congratulations on winning gold in baseball and basketball. I have not played Fallout. Thank you, Batman. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you, everybody, for coming out and doing the thing. Had a good time, and we will maybe do this again soon. How many times do I owl a day? I've done it more in the last hour than I have probably in my entire life. Everyone have a good night, and I will talk to you all later.